In this video, we will learn how to insert a CSV file into SQL from Python. We need to install our library pyodbc. Let's open command prompt. In Windows, type cmd, and here you have to type pip install pyodbc. It is already installed on my system. We are going to import pyodbc. We will also import pandas as PD. We will use pandas to read our data frame. Let's open Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. This is Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio and the version is 18.8. This is the server name, laptop NT7CGF32. Click on connect. Here you can see databases. If I click on databases, I have a test database, and if I click on this test database, there are tables, and if I click on tables, there are no tables. I am going to insert a CSV file and create a table here. The table name will be iris. Let's go to the Jupyter Notebook and insert a CSV file. From pyodbc, I will use the method drivers. These are the drivers available to connect to our SQL server, and we will be using one of these driver. Now I will make connection to SQL. I'll make one variable conn connection from pyodbc. I will use the method connect, and in this I will pass some parameters. My first parameter is trusted connection. And its value will be yes. The second parameter is driver. And we have to pass the driver in a dictionary. I'll make a dictionary here. And I'm going to use this driver, OBC driver 17 for SQL Server. I'll copy this and paste it here. The next parameter is server. To get the server name, we have to go to the SQL Server Management Studio. And once you come here, you can see that this is the server name, laptop NT7CGF32. We have to write this. Here I will write the server name, laptop NT7CGF32, and the last parameter is database. Here we have to write the database where we want to save our CSV file, and we are going to save the CSV file in the test database. Here you can see that we have a test database and it has no tables. We are going to insert the CSV file here and create a table. So I'll type here test because my database name is test. Now I'm going to make an object of cursor, and I will save this in a variable cursor. From connection, we will call cursor. A cursor holds the rows returned by a SQL statement. When you perform any SQL query, the results are held by the cursor, and to check the results, we have to run a for loop. Let's execute our code. We have successfully made connection to the SQL server. Now we are going to load our CSV file. I'm going to make one variable df, and from pandas I will use the method read_csv, and I will give my CSV file name iris.csv. Let's look at the top 5 rows of a data frame df.head. Using head method we can look at the top 5 rows. And these are the top 5 rows of a data frame df, and the columns are sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and class. We are going to save this data frame into SQL as a CSV file. We will create a table and its schema in our database test. Schema will be column names and their data type. We will use cursor to create schema. We will call cursor and we will use the method execute, and inside this we have to type the SQL statement to create a table. So we will write the SQL statement create table and we have to give the table name. I am going to give the table name as Iris, and now we have to pass the column names. So these are the column names and we are going to write all these columns here. To get the column names I will type df.columns, and now I will copy these column names from here and paste it here. There is one more thing, we also have to define the data type of each column. So sepal length, sepal width, petal length and petal width will be float because these are the float numbers, and class will be n_var_char. So against each column name I will define the data type here. This is going to be float, this will be float, petal length is also going to be float, petal width is also going to be float, and class will be n_var_char, and the limit will be 50. The maximum value it can take is 50 here, and we have to close this. So I'll make one bracket here. Let's execute our code. We have created a table with column names, but all the column values are empty and we have to fill those values. Let's fill values in our columns. We will run a for loop because we have to fill values in all the columns. We will write for row in df dot iter tuples, and then we will use cursor because all the values are stored in cursor dot execute, and then we will write triple quotes here. Inside this we will run the SQL query. We will type insert into, and we have to type the database name. The database name is test dot dbo dot, we have to type the table name and we will give the table name as Iris. You can see here we have given the table name as Iris here. DBO is by default, so whenever you are creating any table you have to type this DBO, then you have to type the table name, and our table name is going to be Iris. Inside this we will have to pass all the column names. We have to write column names. Our column names are sepal length, sepal width, petal width and class. I'll start writing column names, and here we don't have to write in a quotes, so we will write sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width and class. Now we have to write values, and this has to be question mark. There are total 5 columns, 1 2 3 4 and 5, so we will put 5 question marks here. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Enter, put a comma here, and we have to type the row names. Row dot sepal length, row dot sepal width, row dot petal length, row dot petal width, row dot class. So we have defined all the column names here, and I'll move this here. Then we have to commit this, so we will write connection dot, we have defined the connection above, you can see here connection, so we will write connection dot commit. Let's execute our code. So we have successfully inserted our CSV file into the table iris. Let's go to the database and verify. I will refresh this database. I'll click on databases, then test database, and now I will click on tables. Here you can see that we got a table dbo.iris, and we can also look at the values present in our table. I'll select a new query here, and I will write select star from iris. Now click on execute. In the output you can see that we got all the results here. We got total 5 columns: sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and class. So we have successfully imported our CSV file into SQL Server from Python. This is how you can import any CSV file to SQL Server, and then you can read that CSV file from SQL Server into Python. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.